Hello, Odd Job Doer here, and today let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have an epic battle today. On the right corner, we have the VIMLE, however it says. Only, guess what? It's not this one here, 2 seats in a chaise. It is this one down here, 4 seats in a chaise. That one there, consisting of big box there, which is the, if you look at sideways, it's the Rathorpe, however, 3-seater, couch size, and then we have the VIMLE up here, the chaise, but guess what? It's not just one, it's 2. This is one of 2, and his little partner down here, 2 of 2. And to go with this, we still have this over here, the armrests, 2 of those. And of course, a bunch of cushions, but who cares? Those are lightweights. So, in the corner over here, we have that to be done. In the left corner, we have me, Odd Job Doer, and so we'll see who wins in this bout. One thing for sure, this guy, the left seat, that's some other video. It's going to get shoved out there, and a creation to behold will be here. So hold on while I lay these boxes down. All right, we got the arm pieces. We got part 2 here, little guy of the chaise. We got the big part of the chaise. And we got the sofa part, the Rathorpe. Rathorpe? I don't know. I don't know what that little halo is above the A. Is that an angel sign? I don't know. Anyways, we got these all unboxed. And, these here, when you go into a store, and this is from Ikea, in case anyone's wondering. I don't support Ikea, I just assemble Ikea. But you go through and you pick out what you want from their books, something like this right here if you like the VIMLE type of stuff. VIMLE? Yeah. And so you pick out what kind of a type of arrangement you want, and then you can order it. And these down here basically are your different materials for your covers. So the base core of it is all the same. The price changes maybe depending on what cover you get. And luckily we're not doing this guy or this one. But so, and to start this, the best part to start on is this here, the Rathorpe. So we got it unboxed there, you can see it. And it's almost like the love seat. If you watch that video, it looks like it's a box part that you sit on. So I'm going to pull that out, and then underneath that's going to be the back part. And of course I've already pulled out the tool bag. Get your special little tool here, and your different studs and nuts and washers. So I will, and if you don't have enough room, if you don't have enough room, don't get it. But if you have enough room, but not too much room to lay it all out like so, then put the other pieces somewhere else and just start on the main couch part. Keep it in mind that the box for said couch part is mighty tall. So when you're setting it up, watch out for any kind of lights, overhead fans that might be there. And good luck. So I'll get that out. Alright, so manual, and continue. Rathorpe. Looks like that. Kind of basic plain, no sides, no cushions. Because these are all kits, you see. And once again, you have, let's see, page 1 in here. Right there, you got sad guy by himself, that's me. Here's 2 happy guys, I don't know who they are. Sad guy again. That means don't build something hard where you can crack your pieces. Put a magic carpet underneath, like this guy. And this guy here, he's thinking about looking at the manual with a hammer. And here he's calling Ikea to make sure it's okay to use the hammer. And you see there's no hammer in that one, so you put it away. So you got 10 bolts, 10 nuts, 10 washers, and one special tool. And yeah, so step 1, you put that in there. Step 2 goes like that. Step 3, step 4, and 5, 6, and then 7, you put the cover on. You got that? Okay, well, it'll look a little something like this. The back part there, step 1, right here, you have it set up like that so the slant goes up towards the back. And down at the bottom, you got the holes there. So that hole there, you're going to take one of these bolts out. And what you'll be doing here, you'll take said bolt. And the bottom part, there's only a few threads, goes in that hole. The top part here will go to the next part. So, just by using your hand, approach it, and do some of this to it. Get in there, make sure the threads don't cross, and screw it in hand tight. I like to give it like a little bit of a jiggle and keep turning. All right, so that right there does it for that part. Of course, yeah, you do the other ones too, so there's 4 more that goes down there. Now, the front part to this couch per se thing is this right here. And to know where the bottom's at, one thing is you got the hole up here at the top and 2 here. These go towards the floor. Also, there's this little strip of mummy tape right here that'll come off later. That too goes to the floor. And on the top part, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 of those holes there. So, same thing. You take the special bolt with the short amount of threads on one side and the long amount going the other way, and you just screw them by hand without crossing the threads, and work it in there, give it a little bit of jiggle as it goes, and make it nice, tight, and snug. Alright, so I'll finish on that and then get the third piece ready, which is right here. So this here is the bottom side of the third piece. You got the springs there. Nice wood frame, pretty tall, right? And you flip it over here. You got some material. And what else you got? Material there, and like you can kind of see there, you got that white strip there of Velcro. So that Velcro goes towards the front of the couch. We'll show that later. We're getting ready to attach the pieces. Alright, so we have the studs on. Now it's time to put on the seating part here. So, this right here, so this particular one, gray side up, yours might be white or different color. And you want to go right on those studs in the hole. Alright, something like that. And some precision holes drilled right here. There. So, got those in there. You can see here that the stripe of Velcro is at the front edge of this. Now then, the business end of this part is down under here. And so, what we'll do here now is we'll put on the washer and the nut. So, right down there. You got the bottom of the stud coming out, or the top, I guess you should say. And there we have it. So this thing here gets secured with each stud getting a washer put over it, like so, and then a nut. I kind of finger tighten them down, and then after you get right place and moved around right, use this special tool. And you can use a ratchet wrench, of course, sure, but you don't want to really tighten these down too much. You want to snug it all together, and then maybe like a little quarter turn after that. You know, you don't need to tighten it so the bolt pulls out from the other part. That'll do you no good. So, let me get the rest of these done, and we'll go to the next part. Piece here that came with the part of this couch, with the studs all in. And so what that's going to do is the studs are going to come in these holes on top of here, and the majority of the equipment is going that way. The extra wood and stuff goes that way. So, set you down like this, and give you a little view here. On the flip side of this wooden piece like this is this white fluffy material. So that's going to go out towards the top. Alright, just goes right in like so. No hammers needed. And let's see here. Right. Then you secure them with the remaining washers and nuts. So let's see here. Real quick, so. Alright, so washer nut combo coming up. Yeah, going like that. And then just spin it on to hand tighten it for now. Do the rest of them. And then once again, you use a little tool here to give it a little extra turn here just to tighten it down. Alright, and there it is in all its glory. We got the metal parts all on, the studs and nuts and washers, and now that is it. It can be turned downward here, slight pull, just to show what the what it looks like. I mean, granted, it's not done. Don't you be going and trying to jump up and down on this shit or sit on it like that. It still needs some sides put on. So, the only thing left of this is actually the cover. And, yeah, let's do the cover part. For the most part, the covers come in nice little wrap boxes like this. It shows the color, how it's supposed to be. And, you know, nice and packed together. Now, the cover that goes on this couch did not. It came in a pile with some other covers. Luckily, I figured out which goes to which. And what we have here is a strip of material that goes to the front part here, and another part here which will slide on the back part. Try to tackle that one first. Alright, now you want to go right here, but I have a feeling we'll be needing that hole there, and maybe that one down there. So, just kind of get the said cover, and just slightly slide it over, I believe. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so on this cover, kind of like the love seat one, it has see if we can see this good. This is the edge here that slides down, and on the bottom part there's actually a front and a back. The front is the shorter part and the back is the longer part. So I'll flip this thing around and start sliding it down on the corner there. Toss down like so. Bring this side like this. Try to keep it so you have the seams, the material going down the seams of the furniture. Like that. And don't forget to do the other side too at the same time. Alright, nice and snug, give it some smoothing touch here. Great. Now you can see down at the bottom there how that's going to go is on the front side over here. You got a piece of Velcro that goes here, and there's a piece of Velcro that goes here. So those two there just match like that, and then you run along the whole front to secure that part. The back side, same way. You got your mummy tape you can kind of see there. Right here. This can be pulled down, and actually will pull off the bottom too. So this part just kind of comes down and hooks like so, and it hooks around the bottom also. So I'll actually get that here in a little bit. Now let's transform this to stand-up mode, like that, and we'll get to this corner here, on the top surface. So this part here now, the mummy tape is actually to help it keep it from, like if you put it on a carpet like I did earlier, that'll help the carpet not stick to all the prongs here of said Velcro. So mummy tape can go away. We'll put that in place. Save mummy tape for Halloween. Now these long strips, they too have a right way to go on them. And so you got a underneath here, it's kind of to see, but you can see there that there's a pretty good gap here between this part and that part. In the back corner, not so much. So this actually goes on this bottom corner here, and this part up here with the gap will go up on the top corner, because the gap is so it can wrap around to that front part right there. Alright, is that pretty clear? Clear as mud. So, same thing, flip this thing around, give it a little toss like so, and of course you want to put your label underneath there. Well, that's sticking out. So, this corner Velcro just goes like this. Just kind of goes around it and grabs it. Give it a rub down. Then top one, kind of same thing. This comes around, and then this top part here goes on the Velcro up here, like so. And just run it down and attach to the other side. So I'll snug this cover down, and all right, we'll see what happens. Finished. And what do I get for this? A little trophy. Yeah, this thing here, I'm claiming it. And yeah, so this part here is the basic part of this couch, and it's done. But as I was wrestling with that, out came part two. This big fella and his little friend over there. See? Now his little friend I can already tell is a back. Big fella here though, I don't know. He looks like he might have something to say. A little trash talking, huh? Roar. Well, would you look at that? Secret compartment. And inside we see cushion of some sort. Oh, nice and pre-fluffed. That's nice. With some fluff. And secret note. It's that one. And there's this one here. Down there says, don't step in the box, right? It's not for people. This right here, though, this I think I've seen before. Yes, the meal. Looks like that. And what the secret note's all about here talks about the legs. And in the old days, they had the short leg. The new days, they have the long one. If you're adding this product to an Ikea furniture that's already been built, and you have the short legs, boom, it comes with short legs. If you're doing this to the start, and if you want a little bit taller sitting angle, they come with long legs, so put long legs on everything. That sums up all these words. Alright, so back in the back of there seems to be a pack of stuff tucked in there. Let's go check it out. Careful, don't want to get my arm bit off. Alright, so, anything else in there? Alright, so inside the monster's mouth, we have a script of how to put this thing together. We've got a protective bubbly bag here that you can not snap. And look at that. There's long legs, package of short legs, tape, parts. Alright, there's some parts here. Let's take a look at this. Here is we got 6 of the tall legs out, 6 of the short legs leaving the bag. Won't need those because we're using these. And then we have down here, we got these metal hook things. Pretty studly of them. Some nice strong steel there. We got some carriage bolts. We got some threaded stud. We got some bigger metal washers, 4 of them. We got down here 5 of these smaller metal washers, 4 nuts. We got some pads here. These pads, like I said in the other video, I probably won't use them if it's on carpet, but if it's like a hardwood floor or tile, I probably would use them. And if it slides too much to the carpet, then I'll stick them on the bottom. But they just go right here, boop, on the bottom of these legs. What else we got here? Studs. We got these funny connectors here. These are funny connectors here. These are actually a little tiny screw bolt thing. I'm predicting holds these things on. And these other ones, carriage bolts. And these probably go on the other side of the carriage bolt. And you have these tools here. You have the special tool. That's not from the last one. You get more of these. And you have not 1, but 2 of these hex wrench things. In case you have a friend helping. Alright. Oh, and last but not least, there's this. Couldn't see it because it's all white and plasticky. So that'll be a mystery. Anyhow, so step 1 of this here is you same thing, manual. We got this right here, VIMLE. Nice little sofa thingy. You got the that guy, these 2 people, me again, me with magic carpet, me having a question about how to read, and me calling Ikea to see if I can read this. So step 1 takes these parts here, 4 carriage bolts, 4 washers of the small size, I think I have a 5, and 4 nuts, special tool, and 6 of the legs, and we're not going to use any of those pads. And what you got to do now is more parts. You open this thing up, take the pillow out, did that already. Then you put the whole thing on its side like that. So, this guy here is already on its side. This one here, I'll have to clear it off and shove it outside. And chances are, we'll be over there by the time I get this thing thrown on the side. So arrange it something like this right here. So you have your bottom of this big mouthpiece here, and you have the bottom of that other part with the slant face seam towards that. Now then, how this goes is from inside, you use carriage bolts. right in through here, right, those holes there, and they will go through to the underside of this part down here, which you probably can't see. It's so dark. But the bolts will go through there and yeah, mount on. So we get said parts and come back. Just make sure that while you, you know, make sure you have this kind of layout going on and have room to mess around. Because this is going to be, you know, twisted that way, this way, who knows. Newsflash. That shows it can be done. But this right here, you can see there's an empty hole there. And so what we're going to do is put the carriage bolt through there. And this is through the mouth side of this thing. And the easy way to do it is to, when you're facing it, come back here. You can slide it back in through here. Right? So we'll go ahead and put the carriage bolt through there. And then, let's see here. Not too difficult, I'm sure. Right in there. Give it a little tap to get through there. And then on the other side of this thing, you'll take the nut washer, like so, and get down here. Alright, now we're inside the furniture. You can see those are already done. And up here somewhere is the worst camera shot in the world to take. It's up in there somewhere. Can you see it? Is it bad? Now this right here, you know, might need two people, or if you have really long arms, you can probably handle this. But you very carefully have that carriage bolt through, and you thread this other part on. And once you get this threaded on, you can kind of give it a pulling action to keep it from sliding out through the end and just spinning, right? Then, of course, you get these things in. You know, grab your trusty wrench tool thingy and give them a nice tightening. And bring it all together. Alright, so that's tightened down. And you're ready for the next step on this. Alright, so now we're on to step 5 actually. Step 5 is this, the best part. The legs, right? Take the leg, put it in there, and tighten it in by hand. And that is, I believe, step 5. Step, I think, 6 is this. You can put this little thing on the bottom if you're going to have like a hardwood floor or a tile or something like that, so it doesn't slide around so easy. Otherwise, on a plush carpet, I don't think it's really needed, but we'll see what happens later. Now, the next step is setting this monstrosity back up on its feet. So let me tilt that over. Alright, so it's up and over there. And a word of caution, whenever you move this thing from its side or up and down or on its top, whatever, be careful of its big gaping mouth here. Because it's very easy, well, slightly easy to lift up, and when you're on its side, it just wants to open up. And if you're not careful, it will, you know, just bite down on you. So, a little teamwork might be helpful on that one. So the next part we have here for this is that's right, the box of coverings. And we got the greenish color here, so it matches the other part right there. And yeah, just go to tear into this thing. And see what kind of pieces we have. Oh, a zipper. Yeah, that's something. Ah. So, piece. bigger piece. Oh, and a special message to show you that's how it goes. Like that. So, you can already tell that the one piece down here, this piece here is, alright, this piece here I've seen before. Has a zipper on it. Alright? Oh, that's not a zipper. Zipper here. Open it up. And in this thing here, you'll be stuffing that big pillow thing, which sells parts on, so we'll get to that later. Now, this one here is a nice long strip of material, almost about equal on all the sides. This right here, what you do, goes on the bottom part, down there. So we'll go ahead and throw this aside. Open this up. Alright. And lo and behold, there's no rhyme or reason to this one here. Equal sides. So, oh, no, there's not. If you look at it here, you got this notch here, and on the other end of this, you have a bigger notch. So your smaller notch, I believe, goes on the top. So the top part here, actually no, bigger notch on here. Bring it down and fold it in like this, up and around the sides here. Alright, kind of feed it like that, and feed it like this. Right? Smooth it out, and then on the bottom part underneath, down here, is where the bottom part just kind of pulls down and goes up underneath there. And that pretty much does it for the bottom. See that? Nice and smooth. Hard to see because it's dark. Bring it back here. See that? Now this part back here gets some material because that's going to butt up against the other part of the couch there. And we don't have to worry about it yet, but soon we'll have to worry about which side, you know, this goes on. If it goes on the left side, if it goes on the right side. But I believe they want it on the left side over here. So we got that. This part here's going to wrap around the front. And so that looks a lot better now. Smooth it out again. Next part already draped on top here is for the top part. So I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to this one except for it almost feels like the back part where there's a tag attached, which is way back there in the back corner there. You can see the tag right there. I think that goes towards the back. Meanwhile, the front here, well, comes towards the front now. So same thing, this is kind of going over a pillow cushion, and up underneath here is where you got your connectors. Yeah, and so same thing, you just kind of drape it on, have the seam match up with the seam of what you're covering, and wrap it underneath and just kind of barely tack it underneath the Velcro. Like so. And make sure you kind of pull it out so the seams match up, both sides. So I'm going to continue to attach this around so you can see maybe a better angle at it. You can see that, yes, there is a thicker end here, so the material is taller, and a thinner end when you get back to this part here, so the material is shorter. Right? And then, just like most of the rest of them here, your Velcro is drapes over it, and it goes down underneath it here. So I like to give it a little bit of a pull and make sure I get the edge of the Velcro up underneath there attached. just for clarification. Next we'll go to the backrest, I think. So now we're down to here on the back part. And this one here is, you know, a big old floppy piece of material like this here. Right, it has the Velcro on it. But the way you tell this one here is that there's a long side to it. Maybe I can show it here. Short side here, top part, and then long side. So the long side is going to go to the back. The short sides go to the front. And just drape it over said piece of furniture. Well, it looks like that, you see. And you're done. Well, okay, so you're not done, but now from here, what you do is you get it once again, you get the seams. Just going to put this little head on here, come around the other side, straighten it out, stretch it some, make sure that seam's lined up in the, I'm basically lining it up in the back here, this seam here, and pull it down, and you have your Velcro here and here. So your Velcro really does line up right about on the surface. This right here, tuck the tag in, and once again, give a little pull right along on the surface. So, there you go. Just follow it down, and I've finished the rest of it. The main thing is to keep in mind is this hole here you want accessible. Otherwise, let me get it smoothed out here, I'll be back. We can go ahead and close this, and we're done, except for this one. Yes, this one here, just like kind of like at home, right? You have a pillowcase. You unzip it, and you got that pill from earlier. All right, so we'll just get up on this thing and start by shoving in the corners there. Let's see here. Flip it around. And this is quite the plush pillow. This came with it, so it's got to go here somehow. All right. Get like that. Turn up on its end, maybe. Give it some smashing action. All right, get that in like so. And then go to the other side. Okay, then we kind of push this part in and do some of this. Alright, so now I'm ready to get the zipper going. And like I said before on zippers and stuff like this, don't make the zipper do the work for you. So pull the pieces together best you can, and then zip it. You have to do like a little bit of an inch by an inch. Of course, you don't want to get the zipper stuck in the pillow either. Alright, it's kind of coming. Give it a little hug. So far, this is actually the hardest part of this whole covering. So squeeze it, zip it. Let's see, do a pull up here. There we go, that should help. I got 5 inches on that zip. Alright. I'll tuck and zip action. Tuck and zip. Yeah. Almost done. Alright, so when you get to the end of this thing, you can see right here, you just go ahead and you tuck this zipper in like a little pocket there, like so, right? So it's kind of out of mine. And take this pillow, be like that, and just place it. Alright, so that is done. You got your pillow, and everything's set up and ready to go. Next step, though, I believe, is the attachment. Step 12's over, or yeah, there was step 12. This one we're seeing step 11 now. It's like a little choose your own adventure. So you have a giant finger, almost like mine, pointing here, which denotes if you want this thing on the right side, or another giant finger pointing here if you want on the left side. So if you want on the left side, turn to page 16. If you have two of them to put together, which is kind of cool, turn to page 19. So we're going to flip to page 16. So we want this on the left side. And 15, 16. So there we go. See? It's already kind of facing that way like it shows down here. And then what you do here is you get your middle bracket and the little screw thing and the backing, and this washer here is the big washer. Not the little washer. Ixnay. Big washer. So let me get those pieces together, open this thing back up, and assemble it. Alright, so from this angle here, on the outside, you're going to have this player, let's see here. This one here on the outside, and to hold that on is going to be this screw here. You can see it there. And on the inside, you will have the, let me just put this in there maybe. On the inside you'll have this here. You have the washer and one of these funny little end things. So this goes in here, this part goes out here, and you screw them together. And then this is where these come in. Put one through here, hold that in, and the other one on the inside, and just tighten the one down. And drop it, just find it again. Alright, so snug it down, leaving that part in the upright position. And you do two of them, one there, and one further on down to that hole there. Right? So let me get that one done, and we'll be able to connect the pieces, I think. Right, remember when I said that when you put this thing on the other part of the couch, the cover here, there's a little hole there and that's going to be important? Well, here's that time. So you assemble some parts here. You get the, in the chaise you have two of these threaded stud things. You want the long one, not the short one for this, so shorty, take a hike. And you take one of these metal caps here, screw this together like this. Then you take the washer. This is a small hole washer. You put it on like this here. Alright, you see that so far? You take this fancy plastic one, put it on like that, and this will go in there. So let me zoom in here where you can't see anything. And I'll see if I can get it placed right. Yep, found it. Let's see here. That gets more toward the back here a little bit. There it is. Alright, so we got that in. Some hand tightening. Get this material a little bit off so it doesn't bunch up. Can snug this down. By hand. I'll give it a couple little turns with this thing. There, that is probably good enough. Yep, tight. Alright, now then, that right there is important because that is where this over here slot goes in. So, we're actually going to, with those prongs that we put down here, right, the prongs, the next step is basically place this part of the couch, the chaise, where you want it, how far you want it away from the wall. and straighten it out. Then the second part is to lift said couch part here up, putting that little nub there, tab, in said hole over here, and making sure that those two metal brackets catch on the bottom of there, underneath, right? And, you know, it does show something like having, you know, two people or so to help. But we'll see what happens, okay? So let me get this all straightened up, and we'll give it the old heave-ho. Yeah. Well, I guess my little heave-ho is more than I thought it'd be. So we got that part up on the end, and we have this part over here on its end, and oh, look at that. If it's not the VIMLE armrest that needs to be installed. Now, to get back to the chaise, we're pretty much done, except we have this left over. Right? Some little parts here. Little stud, couple big washers, a couple of these weird nut things. These here you'd need if you were hooking two chaises side by side. But since we're not, we keep this for the storage box for later. Now then, this one here, we have it, and let's see, we got the bottom part there. We have some hardware here, including short legs, which we don't need, long legs, which we'll use, one of these all fancy things, these pads, which we won't use unless we need them, 3 studs with the short threads on the one side and long threads on the other side. The short threads will go in these holes down here, right? Right in one of those. In fact, if memory serves me right, it will go in the 2 back ones and then the front one. And you don't do the one here. Now if you were flipping this to the other side, it'd be these 2 back ones and this front one. And last but not least, some parts. We got 3 washers, 3 nuts. And so like I said, basically you'll start by putting the studs in to where they belong. And just put them in by hand, like so. And as you put them in, give them a little shake to make sure you seat them real good. And you do that one. Since this is going to be on the right side of the couch, you'll do the 2 here on the left and the front one. Actually, I guess these are on the right. 2 here on the right. Like this. Is this correct? No, that's not correct. We want the 2 over here. So. Yeah, put it back in here. Snug it all up. Then next we'll go and set it up there on the end cap. Notice at the bottom here, this little spot there is where one of the bolts will come through. Likewise, there's one closer to the top, and there's one at the bottom that you can't see because it's underneath the bottom. So, I usually start at the very, very bottom, which is a little hard to see, and then the top ones. Mainly because the very bottom is just a hole where the top ones above it are slots. Let's see here. Alright, there. So that is in place. And you can see why you don't put one in that one. There's no wood to go through. So, down here, the one we can see the best, basically we slap on that the good old washer and the nut combo. All right, and tighten it with this thing here. Likewise, there's one up there and one down a little bit hard to reach in the box area there. So I'm going to get those all tightened up. And to finish this up, we just take the legs and screw them in here to the holes. Hand tighten, depending on how strong your hand tighten strength is. Mine's getting a little bit worse for wear right now, but got one there, a bunch of propaganda, and another one down there. Alright, now that completes this half of the couch. Now, onto the chaise lounge. That too needs a armrest on the side. And so I'll get to unboxing that. So now we're ready to put this side here armrest onto the big chaise lounge. And so the other side over here has the hooks on it. So it's going to go on this part. And we'll start by dressing it. See, it has no cover, so same thing. We've got this little package of cover here. And just kind of rip into it. Ow! And then I get the cover out here, like so. And get a little fan out. If you want, you can wash these ahead of time, but I think the drawing says not to tumble dry, just to hang dry, because you don't want excessive heat because they might shrink. Now, the side that's facing out there is where the short side goes on. You can see here, the pocket kind of comes down to this hemline here, and then there's an extra part. This goes on the back side of this. And it's best to just kind of get it and put it down on its bottom side, like so, and then start it at one edge, one side there, keeping your hem lines along with the, the line here of your armrest. All right. Start that there. Stress it over here. Hold down like so. And so here I'm hung up. All right, something like that. And just kind of like that. That ripping sound is just the material binding on each other. Okay, so we got this here. And now what we do is you have this little corner here. So you want to kind of get the corner there and the corner here to line up with your bottom edge here. So without it catching on the side, get that corner right down in there. Right? You got here connected, and same with the back part here. Alright, so that's the tightest part here. And it's best if you have short fingernails so you can really grab in there and pull it down. Same with this part here. You got a part there you want to pull down and attach it. And last but not least, you have this part up in here. You have your black Velcro and the white, and you want to just put them right on top of each other and smooth them down. Alright, so I'm going to fix this a little bit better, and we'll get to the attachment part now. And what we're going to do here is we're going to take one of these said bolts that comes with it, has the short threads up here and the long threads down there, and we're going to thread the short part in this part here. Let's see. Make sure I get my bearings right. Yeah. So this right here, the bottom there, that back side, so I'm going to go that back side and this bottom. So it's that hole right there, which is the bottom backside hole. We're going to thread it in It's a nice little jiggling motion to keep it from binding. And where this is going to go is over here in the chaise lounge. Chaise lounge down there has a hole right there for it in the back. Oop, big finger right there. Now then, the other holes, and this is where it's important that you didn't throw away those parts from before, because this step actually is going to take the old washer, right, the old big one, and one of these things here, little cap things. And what you do is you take the new part here, the short one, thread it on here, and we'll actually use this assembly to feed through these holes in here into the holes in this part over here. So let me slap these two together. All right, so once again, not a very good angle to film this, but you can see down at the bottom there, you got that threaded part goes into the back side, and you push these together, and then up here somewhere you will put this little contraption through, and let's see here. So that kind of goes right through a hole in here, and it matches up to the other hole, so it screws in. All right, so put our angle here, and get that kind of meshed up there, and just go ahead and thread that in. Make sure you have your washer on there. This is going through into the cushion part. Use a special tool that you got there. A little hex wrench. If you drop it down, you just grab the hex wrench. That's what they give you two, I guess. And connect those pieces together. Alright. And after you get this one here done, there's one more to do down lower. Get all snugged up nice and tight. Not too tight though. Alright, and now I'll get the one down there next. Hopefully you captured how it goes, but let's see, it's down, or way down there at the bottom. So I get that one, and right to the next part. The stud coming through from the inside of this thing, and now the last part is down lower. Actually down in here. And it's going to be hard to see probably. Can you see it in there? Probably not, but there should be a metal stud in there that you put on your combination of washer and nut. So I'll put that on and tighten it with a little specialty tool wrench, and this should be assembled. And of course the final step here is to put on the feet, or the legs per se. So one on the bottom, one up here on the top. Screw this in. You can see this particular piece of the furniture really does have a lot of support with having, I guess off general they have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 legs, 8 feet, whatever. Meanwhile, this one over here, it just has the 2 at the one end. So, now, carefully position this thing here back down. Watch out for the mouth, so it doesn't bite you. We'll get this down and kind of get close to the wall and get ready to connect the other piece to it. So this part's like this. You have this person over here, you have this person here lifting with his back, and this person kind of pushes it in. This guy lifts it up and over the hooks, including this part up in here. Now then, that's all the hints they give you for that. So, let's see what happens. You can see the hooks down there. Gonna zoom in there. All right, you got that. You got this part up here. So while you guys help me by watching this part down here, I'll try to lift up the back part and put it in. And we'll see what happens. See if we get it done here. Let's see here. Alright, we got that part in there. And then kind of get one of these like that. Doesn't seem quite right. Seems a little off somehow. Well, that fixed that part. And let's see now. See got a little seam there maybe. Maybe we gotta toss it around. And if the top's a little bit high there too. So watch that seam there if you would. Oops. There you go. And see what happens here. Shove. And a little shove there maybe. Alright, well, that there is done now. Right? That seems to be sunk down. We got the top part there. Connected, I believe. Yeah, leveled. And so now we're done. Except for little finishing touches. Alright, comfy now. Wait. Now we have this part over here to do. Right, so we got the naked cushion here. Let me get that right. And it's hard to see once again, but this right here is a little kind of a dotted surface, kind of a little rubberized to it. This will actually go, after it's done, on the bottom towards the front. Now then, we just don't want that by itself, so we have this cover for it. Right there, see? And same thing, this gray part goes on the bottom, has a little lip of the green that goes towards the front, and this has a zipper around yonder here. You zip it that way, and zip it this way. It unzips half. And then you get this part again, the green on the bottom, and just drape it over your cushion like so. Alright. And basically, fit the cushion in there. Trying to get the seams to line up. And sometimes the cushion needs a little pushing to get it going, right? There. And then we got the zipper part here. And like I said before, you don't make the zipper do the work. Kind of pinch it and zip it and move down again. Pinch it and zip it. And put it up here. Give it a pinch and zip. And before you know it, you'll have this thing at least halfway closed. And the more you zip it, the more it seals up easier. Oops. Don't let go of it though, because it wants to unzip just as easy as it's been zipping here. Pinch, zip, pinch, zip. Tags, tuck them in, preferably down here on the bottom part. Try to keep them flat so they're not kind of bulging up there. Let's see. Got that in there. Back up here. And tuck this one in the other way. And so, at the end of this here, you kind of zip it into this little pocket. to hide the zipper. And you don't iron this part. You can iron the top parts if you want to. And now, if you look at this here, you see down there, here's the green spot. And this here just sits in like so. There. There's one. Alright, so I've got the back cushion like that. And these usually come in a compressed bag where they're really small and thin. And so you carefully open them up, and you can see that in the other video of the Love seat. Same kind of brand here, the VIMLE. And you can see where they come vacuum packed. Save spaces that way. So open them up, let them breathe for a while, like a couple days. Kind of pop them around and they'll be a good cushion. Now these here have a cover. Same thing as like the earlier one. Just unzip it like so. And, you know, stuff it in there gently. Yeah. So I'll start with this side here. And change this side over here. These pillows almost seem like they're oversized, but with the right amount of cushion, you get it in there. Alright, nice and gently like. Okay, same thing with the zipper here. You know, oops, the cushion's kind of binding weird. Okay, give it a little squeeze. And get your zipper going. Try to pull the edges together. And push the cushion in there. And tuck in the pieces of paper, tags. And when you get down to this one here, same thing. They got a little hood, right? This little hood here, and it just kind of tucks up underneath there, the zipper does. There. Give it a fluff, a little beat down or something, and just place it with the zipper down like so. Alright, so maybe that needs to be fluffed a little bit more, but alright, and just repeat for the rest of them. The finished project, a mammoth couch. Chaise, 1, 2, 3 seat cushions, and a whole lot of cardboard to get rid of now. So, if you like this video, you know, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs up anyways, because I was victorious on getting this done. And I'm still not passed out, although I'm getting close to it. So, yeah, if you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. And, yeah, VIMLE couch from Ikea. And this is Odd Job Doer. Thanks for watching.